Old Big Daddy Strange gonna save us all. Old Big Daddy Strange gonna save us all. The Strong Mayor ballot question is 70 different changes. It's 10 pages long, and it changes all three branches of government. So essentially, it's not even a ballot question. It's a skinny charter. My daddy's daddy was a conservative, and my daddy was a conservative, and that's just how I'm going to be. I'm going to be a conservative. Of course we need more police. That's what I'm a conservative. I want more police. I want more jail. I don't want to help the public. I don't want them to have any food stamps or education or health care. I'm libertarian. I'm a libertarian, so I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I'm a conservative. I only want more cops. If we deputize 24 new police officers, they'll have power forever. We need more fascism. We need more tyranny. They're changing the charter. They had their own private, personal, country club charter convention, and they've changed it. 70 different amendments. 70 different amendments and 10 pages long. And so far, a lot of the city council candidates, Tommy Farrell and Kevin Cover, Old Big Daddy Strange gonna save us all. Old Big Daddy Strange gonna save us all. They've already expressed support for it. But did they read it? Did they read the entire 10 pages? They're going to be the ones that's going to legislate this into law. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. They didn't even read the damn document. Are they going to sign other contracts that they don't read either? Come on. The system is broken, but hell, let's just go ahead and throw some more cops into it. Let's build them a brand new jail. Let's get them some new cops. Let's make sure we keep our guns, and let's not forget to hate the gays. So I'm a conservative. I'm a conservative. I would have fought for the British king. I'm in favor of tyranny, and that's the reason why I'm in favor of strong mayor. We need a tyrant. I believe in democracy, and I believe in the rule of law, and I believe in the three branches of government. I believe that the three branches of government were put here to prevent tyranny. Why would we vote our power away? Why would we vote for a tyrant? They have all the power, and then they just get the breadcrumbs from the king. We need to go back to British tyranny. Democracy has failed. So vote strong mayor. Vote against democracy. Vote against revolution. Vote against your self-interest. And vote for, because it breaks Section 1, 2, it's not even listening to the Constitution. Of course we got constitutional standing because Colorado is a home rule state. So we got 8 specific powers that we are constitutionally protected. 8 express powers, which means it meets the definition of Dillon's rule and then some. So we have 8 constitutional powers, express powers from Colorado's Constitution, and then we have lots of powers that come from our charter. To have a monarchy, isn't a monarchy wonderful? If we had ourselves a monarchy, we would just have one ruler, one Big Daddy Strange that we all could just, God, that's what we need. Oh, Big Daddy Strange, when you gonna come to Pueblo City to save us all? It comes from our charter. And one of the rules, the second rule, was if you're going to change Pueblo's form of government, you got to have a charter convention. Oh, Big Daddy Strange, Big Daddy Strange, Big Daddy Strange. Oh, Big Daddy Strange gonna save us all. Oh, Big Daddy Strange gonna save us all. So they broke the law, it's illegal, and then they add insult to injury by eliminating that very same charter convention clause. For eternity. That threatens Pueblo's local home rule sovereignty. It's clearly an anti-revolutionary document because they just gutted the roots, the revolutionary roots out. Some secret Superman in the future who's going to be elected once we pass and change the entire convention, the charter constitution. Hopefully some good man will come and save us all. Oh, Big Daddy Strange gonna save you. Been gutted. It's been neutered. So it's been neutered. That's like having a car without an engine. It's like having a union that's not allowed to strike. And according to the charter, the firefighter and the police unions aren't allowed to strike. So without the power to strike, what point is a union? Without the charter clause, what is the point of having a charter convention clause? The reason why they put that charter convention clause in is because if you're going to change our form of government, then you're going to do it the right way. You're going to convene everybody, and that's how you're going to do it. That's the reason why they put it in there. You're going to change the form of government? Okay, you could change the form of government, but you need a charter convention. And these people are like, we don't need no charter convention. We're just going to do it by ballot question. We're going to slip this through. 70 changes, 10-page document. We're just going to slip this on through. Hell, the Pueblo people are too fucking stupid. They don't know the charter. They got educated in our public schools. There's no democracy in our schools. They don't know. I mean, something's got to change. I mean, what else are we going to do, right? We got to do something. Something's got to change. Basically, all the same problems. Same problems. So, we got to do something. So, fuck it. Why not just tear the shit out of our charter? Let's go through all these different changes. Right now, the current 1954 charter, it eliminates politics in the city's chief executive decision, Section 4.1. So there's no politics. They want a good professional. So it's not a partisan thing, and it's only 2 steps. You elect your city council, they elect the chief executive. That eliminates politics, so you actually get a smart, capable person who can run the government and then even offer a surplus. So that's one thing. It takes out the politics. Well, we got to change something, so maybe we need to add some politics. We need to add some damn politics into this. I mean, everything's political anyways. How can you even eliminate politics? You can't eliminate politics. That's not even possible. So let's add some politics to this decision. You know what the world needs? It needs more politics, more politicians, more people promising shit that they can't deliver. That's what we need. Number 2. City Council can fire the chief executive with 4 votes and a 30-day notice, Section 4.3. So we can get rid of the chief executive at any moment, at any time. People want to bitch about Sam Azad. All you needed was 4 votes out of the 7 city council people. If you got 4 votes, you give him a 30-day notice, he's out of here. That's all it takes to fire him. But now, nope, you can't fire the chief executive. And then, the mayor, it's a strong mayor. Of course you don't want them to be fired. That's the whole point of getting a tyrant. When you get a tyrant, they're going to be in there forever. The city council have to kiss Big Daddy Strange's ass. That's what I want. I don't want city council to have any damn power. I want the tyrant, the king, to have all the power. And then they just get the breadcrumbs from the king. We need to go back to British tyranny. Democracy has failed. So vote strong mayor. Vote against democracy. Vote against revolution. Vote against your self-interest. And vote for... But now you can't fire him. The mayor can't be fired. So city council just lost the "you're fired" power with this strange fucking mayor. And then the mayor is guaranteed a 5-year term. So before, the city manager didn't have a term. So they could have been, hired and fired the same day. They could be in there for 15 years if they're good. So there is no term limits for the city manager, but now for the mayor, well, hell, Sam Azad could run for mayor and he's in there for 5 fucking years. If this is about Sam Azad, well, you're going to get a Sam Azad for 5 fucking years. So imagine getting him in the very beginning, and then for the next 4 years, you don't get any say-so whatsoever. We got to do something, so, why don't we just go ahead and take the power away from city council to where they can't fire the chief executive. Let's make sure the aviation department is governed by council resolution, not ordinance. That is so vital. You don't understand. The problems of Pueblo, we need to fix the aviation department. We're running it by resolution. So that's a change. The current 1954 charter, the aviation department is governed by council resolution, but now it's governed by council ordinance because that's a top priority. God, the way the aviation department is running, Pueblo City needs some tyranny. We need some tyranny. We need some fascists. We need a brand new jail. All these damn marijuana migrants are coming in here. We need to throw them all in jail. No, we're not going to give them a handout. No, we're not going to help them get no houses. We're not going to help them get health care. Fuck them. I'm a conservative. I believe in guns. I believe in cops. I believe in jails. I don't believe in helping other people. Fuck your neighbor. To hell with your neighbor. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian conservative. I love myself. I love my congregation. And anybody that's not me or in my group, fuck them. Fuck them. That's how I roll. Jesus Christ. I don't even really know what the hell Jesus even says, but my pastor, he keeps telling me what to think, and I basically just regurgitate what the hell he's telling me. And you know what? I'm sick of the aviation department being governed by council resolution myself. How can anybody get anything done governed by resolution? You need to govern by ordinance. I can't do that. I hate monarchy so much. Anything that's king, queen related, the presidency is awesome. The presidency wants to be the president. They run, they step down. There's a smooth transition of power. The presidency is so much stronger than a fucking king. A king is just a fucking tyrant. Whereas a president is an elected monarch but he's got the consent of the people. So there's one lady here running for school board. She says she's the queen of the world. Oh, you're the queen of the world? That makes you a monarch. Rule by one. You're a queen. You looked over at the fucking monarchy and you're like, you know what? I'm a king. I'm a prince. I'm a princess. I'm a queen. That's not American. That's not American. So that's bullshit. And then that same queen of the world is against hippies. You know, hippies are for peace, freedom, love. Yeah, guess what? The dirty fucking hippies were right. Who the hell likes damn hippies? I mean, shit. Anybody that's different than, that's not white male Protestant. I can't stand anybody that's not white. First, hate the blacks, then you hate natives, you hate the browns, you hate, the gays. And then when you have nobody else to hate, you hate the hippies. Yeah, peace, love, freedom, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. This is America. This ain't a place for peace, love, and freedom. City manager hires and fires all the city employees without council interference. So they do all the hiring, they do all the firing, and the city manager has the power of the budget. So the mayor gets the power of the budget, they start the budget, and then the council confirms, so the council has confirmation powers. But right now, the mayor, he gets to hire and fire all the city employees, but the department heads, he gets to hire and fire them, but council has to confirm the department heads now. So, strange mayor, this ain't that strong. I thought we wanted some tyranny. I guess we want like a little tyranny here, but a little democracy here, a little check over here, a little balance over there. But really, it's just so fucking confusing. Just go ahead, call Nick Gardasar up and just start, giving him fellatio. That's, he's going to be the king. He's going to be the philosopher king. Even if he's not the mayor's going to have to kiss his ass just to know what the fuck is going on. This is a place where we need tyrants. We need tyranny. We need fascist, militaristic tyranny. We need to organize all these streets into battalions, and we need to fascist it up. We need to get, let's drink some big old bottle of fascism. Let's get ourselves a nice 8-ounce slice of fascism. That's what Pueblo City needs. Pueblo City needs some. The city manager does not have veto power, but the mayor gets veto power. The mayor gets veto power, and the council can't overrule the mayor at that meeting. They got to wait till the next meeting. So even if 7 out of 7 council members believes in something, mayor vetoes it, you got to wait till the next meeting just to override the damn thing when you could have overridden it right then and there. It's got 7 votes. The mayor don't have any power, but now he's got the veto power, right? We're going for tyranny here, right? We want some tyranny. But just a little bit of tyranny. We don't want to make it seem like he's going to be a god. So let's give council something. They can confirm the department heads. Okay, we'll let them confirm the department heads. They're not going to fire the chief executive anymore. We're not going to give them the power of the budget. We'll just give them a confirmation power over the budget and confirmation power over the department heads, but not all the city employees. So the mayor gets to hire and fire anybody else that's not a department head. The council has no bearing. Democracy, peace, love, freedom. I'm a conservative. I'm against you having a good life. I'm against you gaining power. I'm against you ever being empowered and moving up. You stay in your poor fucking echelons. I like the homeless. I like the poor people. Because we got poor people and homeless, it makes me feel better about myself. At least I'm doing better than them, right? To hell with them. Why am I going to help them? Raise them up to where they're just equal with me? No way. I'm a conservative. I'm better than everybody. I'm not going to raise everybody. I'm not going to raise everybody up to my level. I'm going to rise above them. And then, wag my finger at them and tell them that they're doing wrong, right? Meanwhile, I'm going to use their labor. I'm going to make sure I use the system. I'm going to work against them. I'm a conservative. I want to keep everything the same. I don't want no changes whatsoever. We need to keep the 1954 charter. No charter commission. No charter commission. And like I said, that the way that they're slipping this thing in, the way that they should have done it is they should have had a charter convention or a charter commission. That would have required them to get 5% of the signatures. That would have required them to get a vote on the charter commission and then vote for the delegates and then vote for the actual charter. So there's 2 or 3 elections. Well, they didn't want to go through all that rigmarole. They didn't want to do it the right way, so they did it illegally. And if you don't believe me, check it out. Section 1-2 of Pueblo's 1954 charter. If you're running for city council and you haven't read this damn charter, you're not fit or qualified to run. You should not be a city councilman because Section 1-2, oh, Big Daddy Strange, when you gonna come to Pueblo City to save us all? Section 314, both the city manager and the finance department director can sign surety bonds. But now, the mayor does not. The mayor cannot sign a surety bond, only the finance department director. So these are important issues. These are important issues. So this actually takes power away from the mayor again. So the mayor can't be fired by council. The department heads are being confirmed by council. Council doesn't get the budget, but they get to confirm some department heads. And now the mayor can't even sign the surety bonds. Only the finance department director can sign the surety bonds. Remember when we were in school and they had the president, vice president, secretary, and the treasurer, right? That's for student council. That's for all the clubs, right? It didn't matter what club you're in. Those are the three officers. That's just too damn confusing, for us adults. We don't need popular democracy. I don't believe in popular democracy. I'm a fascist. I want the police to have immunity. And this strong mayor ballot question is genius. We are slipping police immunity right in it. Section 6-4. They didn't even realize we didn't have a charter convention, and they're not even realizing we're slipping police immunity. The police should be immune from all laws. We don't believe in the rule of law around here. The cops are above the law. They're the fourth branch of government, and they have no checks. That's the way I like it. I'm a tyrant. I believe in fascism. British tyranny. We need a king. So that's another change, right? There's a purchases and supplies department. We already got 15 different departments, including the purchasing department. Why do we need a purchases and the supplies department? All you need is a supplies, like a little thing, a little section under purchasing. Purchasing should be taking care of supplies. Oh, Big Daddy Strange gonna save us all. Oh, Big Daddy Strange gonna save us all. 54 city charter, you have the city council can hire and fire the municipal judges unilaterally. So they get to hire all these municipal judges for 2-year terms, up to 2-year terms. They can hire as many municipal judges as they see fit. So they can have an unlimited amount of municipal judges, and then the city council fires them. Hell, city council's got a problem getting 4 votes to fire the city manager if they don't like them, but I'm guessing that some people actually like the way Sam Azad runs shit around here. So they fire the municipal judges. They can hire the municipal judges. That's Section 5-1 right now. They're changing that to where the mayor can hire the municipal judge with council confirmation, but mayor gets to fire the municipal judge unilaterally. So the mayor says, here's the judge I want. Council goes ahead, rubber stamps it, and then he gets to fire the municipal judges unilaterally. This puts the judicial branch right up. Let's drink some big old bottle of fascism. Let's get ourselves a nice 8-ounce slice of fascism. That's what Pueblo City needs. I mean, is that a surprise? Big Daddy Strange wants the entire judicial branch, up his ass. So the municipal branch, the judicial branch will have to kiss the executive branch's ass. There are very little independence, very few checks, only one check. Council can confirm them, but once they're confirmed, then the mayor can fire them unilaterally whenever he feels like it. So he gets to pick them, he gets to appoint them, and if he doesn't appoint them, then there's no chance of them becoming a judge. So even if council wanted to get a municipal judge hired, they would have to go through the mayor. They would have to convince the mayor. So I think what would happen is council would get one judge, mayor would get one judge if council is strong and independent. But if they're a bunch of kiss-ass sycophant, daddy's fucking butt boys or mama's fucking, bad suckers, if they're just obedient, oppressed, just loves their tyranny, well, don't expect anything from your council at all. What's that one fucking prick on the internet? Just keeps on criticizing it nonstop, saying, well, we didn't elect the police chief. We're not electing the fire chief. We're not electing the secretary. We're not electing the treasurer to be the finance director and the city clerk. We're not going to elect these positions. We're not going to elect the vice president either, the deputy mayor, the deputy city. We're not going to vote for any of them. I don't believe in popular democracy. I want fucking tyranny. I don't want any of these officials to be elected because I want my king to appoint them. When my King fucking Big Daddy Strange, when he gets to become the fucking man, when he gets the gauntlet, when he gets all the fascist power in the fucking world, He's going to need himself a little arsenal, and he's going to need, he didn't get himself immunity. That's the only bad thing about Big Daddy Strange. He don't have immunity, but them cops got immunity now. Section 6-4, that's so tricky. God, them fucking idiots didn't see any of this shit coming. None of it. There's no minimum or maximum term limits for the city manager. You can fire him, or you can hire him for a day, or you can hire him for 100 years. So if he's doing a good job, he could stay in there. But as soon as he does a bad job, you can fire him like that. Just 30-day notice, he's gone. 4 votes out of 7, 30-day notice, the city manager is gone. Gone. So very easy to get rid of the chief executive. Very, very easy right now to get rid of the chief executive. But we won't be able to get rid of the chief executive except for by a cumbersome recall procedure. So if we can recall them, but, you know, without the recall thing, that's a 5-year term. The mayor is guaranteed a 5-year term. So the mayor is limited to 2 consecutive terms, so 5 years the first time, 4 years the second time. Then they can't be mayor anymore. But they're only term limited to 2 consecutive terms. That's a loophole, which means they can run for unlimited non-consecutive terms. Unlimited. They have all the power, and then they just get the breadcrumbs from the king. We need to go back to British tyranny. Democracy has failed. So vote strong mayor. Vote against democracy. Vote against revolution. Vote against your self-interest, and vote for changing shit that just doesn't even, I mean, why are they changing this stuff? Aviation department is going to be governed by council ordinance. Finance department director is the only one that can sign the surety bonds. What's these, you know, minor little petty changes about? And these are the ones that I caught. They didn't even tell us about this shit. So how many other changes are packed into this 10-page document that's made 70 different changes, of which not all have been explained? So the Section 6-4, right now, if you have to file an incident report to the city manager for street injuries within 60 days. The change is they've eliminated the 60-day provision. So now it's not within 60 days. It says to, you know, by state law. So they're jumping off the charter. They're not using the charter anymore. They're going to lose their home rule status because they just think everything is state law. It's not just state law. We have a charter here. Every single fucking citizen in Pueblo should have already read that damn charter, because that way that they went with the strong mayor ballot is just absolutely disgusting. Essentially, it's a 10-page long document. It's got 70 different amendments in it. So you're not just voting for one change. You're voting for 70 different changes. You're voting for 70 different amendments to our local municipal constitution, i.e. our charter. So they're going to change 3 branches of government, 10-page long document. Nick Gardisar's pretending like it's not even a strong mayor, right? You can't fire him no more, but it's not a strong mayor. What is it, a moderate mayor? Was it a weak mayor? Yeah, we go ahead and let the council have confirmation powers on just the department heads, right? Not the fucking city employees. And then we take a little bit of power away from the mayor when it comes to signing the surety bonds, which you need the finance director. You know, just that's him, right? That's his. We delegate that authority to him. We don't want the mayor just signing all the damn checks, signing a bunch of loans out to anybody and everybody. We're going to give that power to the finance director, who's not elected, not the secretary, not the treasurer, not the vice mayor. None of these positions are elected, because I don't believe in popular democracy. I don't want you to vote for them. I don't want the people's input whatsoever. Every once in a while, just give us the power. Give the king or the queen, give the queen all the fucking power. God save the queen. And if we all lose, the fat lady sung. The 1954 charter is the body of law. It's the fundamental document from which all of our laws of Pueblo City comes from. It's where all of our laws come from. It's how we govern ourselves. So how many people out of 107,000 do you think have read that charter? How many people goes to these goddamn public schools with all these careerist teachers and superintendents who only give a shit about their power, their paycheck? They're not empowering our students. There's no democracy. How many people actually went to public education and read our charter? And they know that the fundamental rule, the laws, all the laws come from the charter, all of them. The charter is the supreme document. It is constitutionally protected. What powers do Pueblo City have? What powers do Pueblo County have? What powers does Pueblo West have? What powers do the sheriff's department have versus the police department? What powers do the city council versus the magistrates versus the judges? This shit should have been taught in public schools, but they don't want us to have. Oh, Big Daddy Strange, when you gonna come to Pueblo City to save us all? How the hell is anybody government? What are they doing? Everybody's just making it up, right? They're just making it up as they go along because none of their actions, none of their behavior is being, coming out of the charter. It's not coming out of the charter. They went ahead and gutted Section 1, 2. It's not about the charter. They want to get away from the charter. We're going to lose our home rule status. This is going to give the county a lot of power. The county is going to be victorious with the strange mayor. And then on top of that, it's just that we want our autonomy. It's not me being against the county. It's me being pro-Pueblo City. I'm in favor of Pueblo City. I don't want to give all Pueblo City's power to the county or to Pueblo West or to Colorado City or to New fucking Mexico. I want to keep the home rule autonomy that we got right here. I want to keep Section 1, 2. I don't want just a charter convention for a change of government. Let's have a charter convention every goddamn year. Every fucking year, let's have a charter convention. That's when all the people get together and then say, these are the rules that we're all going to live by. Because nobody's on the same. And then that one progressive asshole on the internet, a platform for Pueblo. The fuck is that, a platform for Pueblo? Jesus Christ, if you put out a platform, then that's a list of promises. You'll actually have to, your constituents will want you to actually do what you promised to do. It's just like, Jesus Christ. This is amazing. If we would have done a charter convention, we would have had 3 elections. We had to get all the 21 delegates. We would have had to got more public involvement, more people involved in the process. We didn't want to change the 3 branches of the government with the public's involvement. We didn't want you there. We didn't want you there. We went ahead and made this thing. It's a nice, beautiful fucking birthday cake. So why don't you just take a big bite of this birthday cake? Let them eat cake. Let them eat paper towel. And I know that the city council candidates haven't read the entire document, which is appalling, because they're going to be the ones who's going to need to put that, write it into legislation. They're going to have to put this in the law. They're going to have to take this 10-page document and, govern with it. Oh, Big Daddy Strange gonna save us all. Oh, Big Daddy Strange gonna save us all. Having a civically illiterate population who have not read the city charter, whose behavior is not being governed by the city charter. We're not all on the same page. People are just making it up as they go along. And so you have to, pretend to be good, but then use your power, use your tyrannical power. I'm sick of the criminals, and I'm sick of the fucking assholes. I think the assholes are the ones creating the fucking criminals. What about peace, love, compassion? Oh, yeah, Dottie Calhoun, she's against the hippies. Fuck peace, fuck love, fuck freedom. Nah, fuck you, Dottie Calhoun. I want democracy. I'm going to put my kid in the same school with you. Her own kid, she says that he wasn't good with the Montessori method. The Montessori method is about empowering the kids and giving them freedom. Your kid's not good with freedom? Well, why is that? And you know what? Fine, raise your kid however you want them. You want to be a helicopter parent and micromanage the shit out of them? Fine, but I am a free-range parent, or I will be a free-range parent, and I want to, he keeps telling me what to think, and I basically just regurgitate what the hell he's telling me. And you know what? I'm sick of the aviation department being governed by council resolution myself. How can anybody get anything done? Governed by resolution. You need to govern by ordinance. And I'm a free-range parent, which means I want to build my children up to be strong, to be smart, to be healthy, to have a strong character. I'm going to give them power. I'm going to make them independent. I'm going to give them responsibilities. So that way, when they're 18, they're ready to be an independent. They're ready to take on the world. They're ready to make the big decisions that they're going to need to make. They're going to need financial intelligence. They're going to need civic, intelligence. They're going to need to know a lot of shit. They're going to need to know a lot of shit by the time that they're 18, but the public school system is not empowering them. They're not strengthening them. They're not elevating them. It's filled with a bunch of teachers and administrators who only give a shit about their own fucking paychecks. They only give a shit about their own fucking paychecks, and they want 100% compliance. They only give a shit about their own power and their own paychecks. The best way to walk into a school is with power. The best way to walk into a school is by being hired on. If you go in as a student, then you are being duped. You are being duped. You're not the customer. They don't care if you're satisfied with the product. Not only do you get, it's a package deal. Not only do you get Big Daddy Strange, but you're also going to get a purchases and supplies department. You're going to get so much stuff. The mayor is going to get veto power. You're not going to be able to fire the mayor. He's going to get a 5-year guaranteed term. Guaranteed term, not just 2 consecutive terms. He's got unlimited non-consecutive terms. That's brilliant. I want a tyrant. I want tyranny. I want my mayor, if they're smart, don't run for 2 consecutive terms. Just run every other term. You can be mayor for life, every other. You're right. You can be the intermittent mayor. But if you get 2 consecutive terms right in a row, well, all bets are off. So of course we need a purchases and supplies department. That fucking asshole wants to sit there and say just make it a little section of the purchasing department. No, we don't need to make any more sections. I got, we got friends we got to employ. So I got my, secretary. I got this neighbor all about public schools. I was very obedient. During senior skip day, I was the only one that was left in the classrooms. And, in hindsight, I wish I would have had more social connections, because just being all I proved to that school system was I was the most obedient. Yeah, I'm valedictorian. I'm the number one most obedient person in this school system. I'm the most obedient. Was I strong? Was I independent? Was I ready for the world? Not at all. They didn't strengthen me whatsoever. They made me dumb and compliant. And so then I'm getting, robbed by people that want to boss me around. I'm getting bullied by fucking bullies because you're just supposed to be obedient. Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. Yes, ma'am. Whatever you say. Anybody who gives me orders, I'm just supposed to fucking do it because that's what the teacher says. Teachers are fucking over our children. They're fucking over the students. Every tiny bit of oppression that the teachers put upon the students, that amount of oppression, proportionally, their humanity is being taken away. Oh, Big Daddy Strange, when you gonna come to Pueblo City to save us all? Why do we need purchases and supplies? Why do we need a brand new department? Right, we already got 15 departments. We got stormwater, we got information technology, we got fire department, police department, and now we're going to get ourselves a purchases and supplies department. And their main responsibility is to give supplies to all the departments. I just don't, he wants to sit there and say put it under the purchases department. Put it under the purchasing department. I got friends. I need to employ and hire my friends. This is cronyism. This is a spoil system. We're trying to get a boss mayor in here. And the way the boss mayor works is you kiss the boss mayor's ass, he gives you a job. That's how it works. It's a spoil system. You kiss Big Daddy's ass, he gets you a job, and now you're paid. Now you're paid. Now you got a career. Now you're getting fucking money. You got power. You're getting money. That's all that matters anyways. Fascism, power, money. No love, compassion, peace, love, freedom. That's for the hippies, them damn dirty hippies. Have children, and it'll be the same for the boys or the girls. The only caveat that I'm going to say with the girls is that everybody gives a shit about the girls. Everybody cares about the girls, right? The women, the men, everybody cares about the girls. And then 80 to 90% of teachers in the administration are women. They're women. So that means, is a little girl, is her rights going to be respected when she goes into class? Yeah, of course. But little boys are going to be criminalized because they got more energy, because they're more aggressive, because they're more hyper. That doesn't make them bad. That just makes them different. But because they're being run by a bunch of women and they're oppressors who believe in 100% compliance, yeah, be very careful. I would send my boy into school, and I would always have the fail-safe thing of homeschooling them. I'm going to educate my own kid, okay? Now, I don't like how you're doing it. It's brutal. Public education is fucking brutal. And I'll tell you, so, fuck that charter convention. Fuck the charter convention. Hell yeah, fuck the revolution. Fuck charter convention. Let's give immunity to the police. They need to be... I'm so damn conservative. I live up my own ass. Oh, Big Daddy Strange, Big Daddy Strange, Big Daddy Strange. Let me finish this first. So the incident reports for street injuries must be filed in 60 days. They took that 60-day provision, and then they added the city employees onto it. So not only if you fall in the street, they got immunity. So if you fall in the street and it's their fault, you can't really, this is greater protections to make it harder for you to sue. Immunity for city employees, which includes the police, right? Immunity, that's when they talk about immunity, is for the police. So you want to not only get Big Daddy Strange tyrant, and you want to put out 24 brand new police officers for the rest of our lives, right? As soon as they become a cop, they're part of the thin blue line. They'll be cops for the rest of their life. Even if they kill somebody, we'll have to pay them $50,000. We'll have to pay them $50,000 just to get them to quit. Please peacefully resign. This is horrible PR, and you're one of us, but we can't really prosecute you the way that we would prosecute any other fucking murderer because you got a badge. You want me to give up? He keeps telling me what to think, and I basically just regurgitate what the hell he's telling me. And you know what? I'm sick of the aviation department being governed by council resolution myself. How can anybody get anything done governed by resolution? You need to govern by ordinance. favor of strong mayor, then you're in favor of tyranny. You're in favor of stormtroopers, Nazis having unlimited power. They probably could quarter in our houses, right? Go around checking for Jews and pulling, different people out of their homes, and that's what we're going to do. For the rest of their lives, we're going to deputize 24 people to have power, fascist, violent power for the rest of their lives. Fascist, violent power, which not even a chief judge says the executive branch doesn't even have. So that means these police officers have a greater power than the legislative and the executive and the judicial branch, which makes them their own branch. Who should be checking them? The city council does. But if you're all about the cops, if you think cops could do no wrong, if you think somehow to err is human, but if you put a badge and a uniform on, then you're not going to make any mistakes, get the fuck out of here. Only the powerful are corrupt. You need power to be corrupt. Power. You want to know why we govern the aviation department by ordinance now? Resolutions are too easy. Resolutions is the spirit. It doesn't have the force of law. It's an opinion. And so we're just going to be governed by the opinions of the aviation department? Fuck that. The aviation department is going to rise up. The aviation department should be the one that's in charge. This is one of the 15 departments. The aviation department, and then the purchases and supplies department. We got lots of important departments here. But by governing by council ordinance, now you've got to be specific. That person must do this, this, and this. So it's harder. It's not just governing by opinion, but it's governing by law. By law. So you better, when you pass a law against the fucking aviation department, you better pay attention to every single dot that over your eyes and make sure all your T's are crossed. Because we're watching. You don't get to govern us by resolution anymore. We need more power. We need more independence and autonomy. Think about the females that I went to school with. They love the bullies. They love the bad boys. They love the people that robbed me, that pushed me down. That's who they would date. That's who they loved. That's who they admired. That's who they respected. But that's because they were respecting authoritarians. They talk about stopping bullies, but the teachers are the bullies. Shut up, do this, do that. I heard the Crack had a video about teachers tripping students and, calling them out and shit. Well, the teacher's trying to get 100% compliance. And guess what? Some humans have the spirit of freedom in them, and oppression just doesn't sit well with them. We're supposed to we're going to normalize oppression. We're going to normalize dictatorship. We're not going to normalize democracy. There's not a shredded democracy in the public schools. That's because the public schools doesn't give a shit about educating your kids. They should make them stronger and make good connections. They should the students should be connected to the businesses and to the political apparatus. And that's not, I got this hot little number that's into me. So, when you get Big Daddy Strange, you're also going to get a hot little number running the purchases and supplies department. I need to get her a job. I need to impress her with my power. And, by slipping this purchases and supplies department, just slip that purchases and supplies department in there. It's so slick. It's so slick. God damn. Oh, Pueblo City, you have no idea what's in store for you. You're going to think that you're voting for a strong mayor because you want your mayor to be strong, right? Time to get ourselves a mayor. We got a chief executive. We just call it city manager. But no, let's call him the fucking mayor, right? We need to call him the fucking mayor. So vote for Big Daddy Strange, Pueblo City. Help me get laid. Help me get this woman hired onto purchases and supplies. Get her a career. She'll be so happy and overwhelmed that she'll just give me all the ass in the world. Come on, Pueblo City. Graduate out of high school, they got to make a choice. They got to get a job, they got to go to college, they got to go to the military. You have to get a job. It's capitalist culture. If some sink, some swim. Don't get a job, then you're fucked. So without a job, you got to go to college, you got to go to the military. That's what you got to do. You have to do that. You have to do that. That's the whole point. So if you're not ready, if the school didn't prepare you, then they didn't do their job. They didn't do their job. And the point is, they don't want to connect you to the next thing because they're very insecure. They're not creating more teachers. They're not creating more superintendents. They're keeping their position. They're keeping their classroom. They're keeping their job. They got a fucking career, and fuck you. So the best thing that we can actually do, fire all the administrators and fire all the teachers, and then let's just have the parents and students go to the school and have one person that just makes sure they're not fighting over the resources. But that's it. Parents and students go to school. Now, what do you want? Now how are we going to educate ourselves? Let's have this conversation. They have all the power. And then they just get the breadcrumbs from the king. We need to go back to British tyranny. Democracy has failed. So vote strong mayor. Vote against democracy. Vote against revolution. Vote against your self-interest. And vote for Absolutely, public schools are fucking brutal. They're fucking brutal. There's fucking bullies. There's fucking dicks. You know, the females are going to love the big assholes. So you're essentially, because the tyrant, right, the obedient, the authoritarian makes everybody, essentially, you know, you're just, the only fighting capabilities, I mean, God, the bullied are the ones that have the problems. The bullies are the ones that at least they know how to get what they want, right? At least they figured out how to talk to people, and they can get people, convince people to do what they want, or yell at them and threaten them to get, you know, to do what they want. But the bullied, they don't get that power. They don't get that power. They don't know how to, you know, go through it. So that's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. The teachers are killing the very fighting spirit that our students need in order to stand up and be independent, to fight against these criminals, to fight against poverty, to fight against homelessness, to fight against the abuse that they're getting in the homes. They need to have respect. They need to have dignity, and we need to get them connected. So, you know, fuck that Charter Convention. Fuck the Charter Convention. Hell yeah, fuck the revolution. Fuck Charter Convention. Let's give immunity to the police. They need to be. What it amounts to is a skinny charter, but they didn't have a Charter Convention. They didn't have a Charter Commission. They didn't vote for a Charter Commission. They didn't vote for the delegates to this Charter Commission. They had a private country club, you know, private country club, Chamber of Commerce went ahead and, you know, formed this in private meetings behind closed doors. He keeps telling me what to think, and I basically just regurgitate what the hell he's telling me. And you know what? I'm sick of the aviation department being governed by council resolution myself. How can anybody get anything done? Governed by resolution. You need to govern by ordinance. You know, there's just so many different examples, but essentially the dictator, everybody kisses the dictator's ass, and then the slaves are all fighting amongst themselves. So when people only respect fascist violence and money, and they don't respect people's humanity, this is the situation that we're in. So if my boy goes to school, he, you know, makes a joke or he says something that isn't totally cool or some shit, people start snickering. Well, he, you know, raised his hand, tried to make the teacher happy, but now his own peers are fucking laughing at him and shit. Well, you just fucked up his reputation. Fuck, he didn't want to be in that classroom, had to make that fucking statement, try to make a good grade, and now he's being laughed at. And so his reputation, you know, his status in the eyes of his peers are going down. And peers, I mean, that's their social class. That's who they're going to, that's going to be their friends, or it should be. So it's brutal. That's my point, is that it's fucking brutal. And so if my boy goes to school and I'll say, you know, be nice, be polite. So, you know, fuck that Charter Convention. Fuck the Charter Convention. Hell yeah, fuck the revolution. Fuck Charter Convention. Let's give immunity to the police. They need to be a asshole sits there and points out that we got poverty and we got drugs, we got lack of democracy, we got these structural issues. Oh, we got all these structural issues. Oh, the finance department director, why does he need to sign the surety bonds? Why do we need to add a purchases and supplies department? Why do we need to give immunity to the police and the city employees? Why do we need to eliminate the 60-day provision? Boo-hoo-hoo. Fucking cry, baby. And then the aviation department. You want to know why we need to govern it by council ordinance? Because by resolution, it gives too much power to city council. I want the aviation department to have complete autonomy. I'm sick of the city council. Fuck that city council. City council, we're not going to give them the budget. Let's make sure the mayor gets the budget first. They don't get to hire and fire anybody. We'll give them approval after the mayor nominates somebody, but we're not going to let the city council actually pick any of these damn employees or pick any of these judges or pick any of these department heads. God, that's too much responsibility. Big Daddy Strange should have pretty much all the fucking power. Of course, my girls too, but I just, you know, my girl's going to be, I'm going to put a nice little dress on her. She's going to go into school. All the, you know, teachers are going to say, do this, do that. She's going to do all that stuff. So, you know, I will tell my girls the exact same thing. I just think that it's going to be a different ballpark because my boy is going to be going into an absolute fucking Lion's Den, Hunger Games, Lord of the Flies, Battle Royale. It's going to be dog eat dog. So he's going to walk into that school, and I'm going to tell him, just be careful, right? You're going to have to do what the teachers say, but you're also going to, you know, you're going to want the approval of your peers. So you're going to have to figure out, you know, find that balance. Find that balance if you can find that balance. If that balance can't be found, then fuck that school. I'll educate you, and we'll just turn a portfolio into the school system. The school system, you're going to destroy my kids' humanity. You're going to destroy my baby girls and my baby boys' humanity. Why? Because you think they need to be obedient fucking dumb asses? This America. I want my kids to, oh, Big Daddy Strange, when you gonna come to Pueblo City to save us all? I am so right-wing conservative. I am so damn conservative. I love Trump so much. I love fascism so much. I love the status quo so damn much. I am so conservative, I live up my own ass. That's how conservative I am. I want my kids to be smart, independent individuals who could think for themselves. That's what I want, a bunch of independents who could think for themselves, a bunch of strong young people who are smart and are intelligent and they can think for themselves and they speak up when they see wrongdoing and they got good characters. They're strong in mind, they're strong in body, they're strong in spirit, they're strong in character. That's the kind of Pueblo City I want to see. There's no fucking democracy in the damn schools. Only the people that's in the school system, they'll care about themselves, they'll care about their friends and their family, but they won't give a shit about anybody else. And we need somebody that's going to be teaching to all of our kids, because if you don't teach our kids to be strong and to be independent and to, get good jobs, how to start their own business, then they're going to just be ignorant as fuck and they're going to turn into savages. And they're going to say, well, fuck all that bullshit. I'm just going to join this gang and go robbing and selling, drugs and doing all this other bullshit, because that fucking bullshit, they don't really give it. I'm so conservative that only my opinions matter and everybody must bow down to me. I only understand oppressors and the oppressed, and if you're not the ones giving the orders, then that means I'm supposed to give you orders. That's it. Lead, follow, or get the hell out of the way. No, I don't believe in just enjoying each other's company. No, I don't believe in building culture for culture's sake, socializing. No, I don't believe in any of that. I don't believe in any of that. You need law and order. Oh, Big Daddy Strange, Big Daddy Strange, Big Daddy Strange. Democracy, spinocracy, monarchy, canarchy, monarchy, malarkey. What is that monarchy, malarkey? Democracy, canocracy. Fucking shit, man. Tyranny, beerany, fucking fascism. I'm a fascist, and I want a fascist to run this town. I want a fascist to run this town, just authoritarian fascism. That's why I'm for tyranny. That's why I'm for more police and more jails. I want tyranny. Nothing but oppressive, fascist violence. No food stamps. No, I'm a conservative. I don't care about your well-being. I don't care about your life. I don't care about your health care. Fuck your health care. I'm such an anti-tax zealot, I don't even give a shit if your streets are repaired. I don't give a damn if your streets are repaired. Fuck your streets. You want good streets? Well, shit. Get a damn job, you lazy fucking bum. You want a house? Then why don't you get a job, you lazy... So, fuck that charter convention. Fuck the charter convention. Hell yeah, fuck the revolution. Fuck charter convention. Let's give immunity to the police. They need to be... Oh, Big Daddy Strange, when you gonna come to Pueblo City to save us all? Well, the way I see it is like this. We've been trying this democracy for quite some time, and democracy just isn't working. We need to get rid of democracy. Fuck democracy. We need tyranny. I'm such a conservative, I would have fought for the British. Fuck them damn American rebels. We needed a king. We needed a nice, good, strong, steady hand. We needed one ruler, one tyrant to rule over us all. So I'm a conservative. I would have fought for the British. I would have kept things the same. I'm not for changing anything. I'm a conservative. I keep everything the same. I'm not for changing anything. And you want to say what? So it's corrupt? Oh, who isn't corrupt? You want to say it's illegal? Who doesn't break the law? I mean, these are the leaders. These are the leaders. They've been breaking the law for quite some time, and I think we need to give them more power. That's how we're going to stop the corruption. Just give them all the damn power. For sake, socializing. No, I don't believe in any of that. You need law and order. So, fuck that charter convention. Fuck the charter convention. Hell yeah, fuck the revolution. Fuck charter convention. Let's give immunity to the police. They need to be... I want the police to have immunity. And this strong mayor ballot question is genius. We are slipping police immunity right in it. In fact, it's 6-4. They didn't even realize we didn't have a charter convention, and they're not even realizing we're slipping police immunity. The police should be immune from all laws. We don't believe in the rule of law around here. The cops are above the law. They're the fourth branch of government, and they have no checks. That's the way I like it. I'm a tyrant. I believe in fascism. British tyranny. We need a king. Oh, Big Daddy Strange, Big Daddy Strange, Big Daddy Strange. I'm so damn conservative, I live up my own ass. Oh, Big Daddy Strange, Big Daddy Strange, Big Daddy Strange. Asshole sits there and points out that we got poverty and we got drugs, we got lack of democracy, we got these structural issues. Oh, we got all these structural issues. Oh, the finance department director, why does he need to sign the surety bonds? Why do we need to head of purchases and supplies department? Why do we need to give immunity to the police and the city employees? Why do we need to eliminate the 60-day provision? Boo-hoo-hoo! Fucking crybaby. Oh, Big Daddy Strange, Big Daddy Strange, Big Daddy Strange.